Okay guys, I'm gonna go over a couple details and tricks from the full guard of Kimura, okay? Look, I'm trying to get his hands on the mat. Remember, as the person on top, you don't want your hands on the mat ever. That's where I'm gonna be able to walk up triangles, I'm gonna walk up all sorts of stuff. You're gonna get yourself in trouble with the hands on the mat, okay? So I'm using my legs, I'm trying to get this guy's hands on the mat. Look, I have wrist control, I have his head. Now I'm gonna keep my guard closed, I'm gonna wrap my left hand around my head like this, sit up and lock the Kimura grip. As soon as I get a Kimura grip, the better people get, he's gonna step up his leg, step up his left leg, and he's gonna straighten his arm between his leg. And if I'm just trying to pull hard, just at like one pull at a time, I'm not gonna be able to get it out. But this is a little trick Taquinho taught me a couple years ago, and it works really well. I have the full guard and the Kimura locked up, and he's defending the right way. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my hips, almost like hip escape towards the lock, and then pull at the same time. And then again, I might have to do it 5 or 6 times, pull at the same time, and then pull, and then pull. And it's very strong. It's like a lever where I can get this thing out. Once I get this thing out, in a jiu-jitsu match, a fight, I'm trying to go as hard as I fucking can. I don't give a fuck. They got to worry about tapping. So I'm keeping his grip monkeyed like this, and I'm trying to touch his hand to the back of his head, and I'm cranking as hard as I can. So again, one more time, this is the important part. I lock up the Kimura, boom. He steps up his leg and straightens his arm. Remember, I can't just pull one at a time. I have to scoot my hips towards it, scoot my hips towards it, scoot my hips towards it, and pull it out. And eventually you're gonna be able to probably get it out. Especially if you're the same size as the person, you're gonna be able to get it out. You just gotta trust that, okay? Okay, next we'll go to half guard here. Look, half guard, main focus on half guard, you guys know, is you're on your side. I got my frames up just like this. My knee's gonna kick through straight, and I'm gonna reach up and I'm gonna grab my Kimura. Now he's gonna do the same defense. His legs, his arms straight. Again, I'm not gonna be able to pull this thing out. It's a little different on this one because I don't have my full guard and my hips to lever this thing out. So I'm just gonna completely relax. He's gonna feel my lat, he's gonna feel my shoulders and everything completely relax. And in turn, he might relax a little bit. And when he does, I'm gonna explode at the right time and I'm gonna get this thing cleared. Remember, in practice, when you get it cleared from their hips, you gotta be careful with your partners. But in a fight, in jiu-jitsu, as soon as you get it cleared, that's your time to go as hard as you possibly can, okay? Important here, in the half guard, I sit up to my Kimura, and say he's got a good defense and he's staying focused on his defense, and I can't get this thing out. So I don't wanna let go and let him start crawling up in half guard. Now I'm in a bad position, okay? I locked up my Kimura. He's defending really well. I'm gonna keep the wrist. Now I'm gonna pull my right elbow and get a frame. I'm gonna push him, and I'm gonna get my knee back wide. Here I have a bunch of different options. Sit up to my single, deep half guard, some different options, okay? So next thing, going kind of quick so you can rewatch the video if you need to. I sit up to my Kimura, the classic Kimura trap. Remember, if I have the horsepower, boom, and I pop this thing out, and I start rolling. Most people, they're not gonna really let you submit him here, they're gonna roll. He's gonna roll over his right shoulder, and I'm gonna let go of his legs. But as soon as I let go of his legs, I have to, especially at the lower belts, they're gonna roll up towards your head. They're gonna guaranteed roll up towards your head, try to go with the momentum. But this is the important part of the Kimura trap here. As soon as he starts rolling towards my head, I'm gonna punch this grip right at his hip. And that's gonna stop him from coming up all the way on top. Look, if I just have this grip here, he's gonna come to his knees, pull his elbow back, and I've lost the Kimura trap. So as soon as he rolls over the Kimura, plan on him rolling towards the head, and I'm gonna punch it at his hip. As soon as I punch it at his hip, look, my bottom knee comes in, my left hook goes over top, and I'm gonna pull him to the other side. As soon as I do that, I'm gonna put a seat belt at the same time. Okay, one more time with the Kimura trap. The basic Kimura trap, and then I'll give you some more finishes later this week. Sit up, grab my Kimura. When the time right, boom, I pop this thing out and I go. I let go of his legs. He rolls up towards the head. I punch it at his hip. That's an important part. My bottom knee slides in, my left hook slides in. Now with both of these, I'm gonna pull them to the other side and then bring it to a seat belt at the same time for my 4 points. Move to a body triangle and then start to finish. Okay, those are some tips for the Kimura that'll really help you out at any level. Love you, bye-bye. Sorry.